Hey, welcome to JM Unleashed. I see Niels Han Dynasty and 79 in the house already. I just want to get rid of this echo cancellation that's inevitable. We'll hold on for that. If I can get an audio check, is my audio loud and clear, guys? Or no? I see they're at attention. Before we get going, hey 79, I just want to do an audio check. Is my audio loud and clear, or should I crank the microphone up a bit? Maybe you guys can't even hear me. That's fine. I'll do an audio check here on my own end. Hey Silver Shelby Stacker, good to see you. Why don't I hear anything? Hold on. Yeah, it's low, eh? Okay, hold on. We'll turn it up. There, how's that? Is that better? I'll double check on my end again. Yeah, it's low, eh? Okay, hold on. Okay, well, I've got it, my audio cranked right up now, so we should be good. Hey, Silver Shelby Stacker. Said hi to 79 and Neil already. If I missed anyone else, welcome in. We're going to get started with these two dogs' favorite game right after this fire truck goes by. Turn up the radio. Okay, so I think they're going after a bunny rabbit there. Let me just crack this up. Crack this open and we'll get going. I'm going to tell you guys, this should be incredible. These dogs are extremely athletic and they work together as a team. Quite impressive. Hold on. We'll get her going right away. Just want to let them finish going after whatever it is they're going after. They're a little bit distracted. I'm going to try not to be moving the camera around all the time. Okay, there you go, guys. So, hey, Snooks. We've got Snooks in the house. Who else did I miss? Gatita Oso. Obviously, I'm not keeping up with chat while I'm out there throwing the ball for them. 79 just spit on. Actually, I'm going to leave that one alone. I'll leave that one alone. So, as some of you guys know, I'm dog sitting these two dogs here all week this week and next week as well. And one thing we've discovered is they love chasing a ball. And actually the black and white one, who is Oreo, just won't seem to leave it alone. Like, it's his number one favorite thing in life. So, hey, Gigi's Unhinged. Good evening. We've already done our first session, which was a couple minutes with the dogs chasing the ball. So if you rewind, you'll see that just a couple minutes ago. I'm just letting them take a break. Just off to the right of the screen there, I've got a large water dish full of fresh water for them, and they know it's there. So if they get thirsty, they can go for it. And now I'm not going to push them into any more than what they want, but what I can tell you is the black and white one especially has been pestering me, keeps bringing me the ball and throwing the ball at my feet, wanting to chase it. So we did a couple 2 or 3 minute sessions before I went live, and now we've got one session on there live, and I'm just gonna let them relax and cool down a bit, and then I can guarantee you that black and white dog's going to come back again for more. And the other thing that I've got going on, I'm not going to adjust the camera, I want it to be nice and still, is I moved the picnic table that's usually in the middle of the yard. I moved that off to the right just so they can get a little more speed, and so I don't have to worry about trying not to throw the ball at the picnic table, avoiding it. And the point is I got my GoPro sitting on that picnic table. So the next session, I'm actually going to turn it on. So for some shorts videos and other types of videos, we'll get nice video of them, much higher quality than what we're live streaming in, of them flying across the screen. More water than animals and people. Yeah. That doesn't... Yeah, I know. I've heard you say before, Snooks, you drink a lot of water. And I actually drink quite a bit of water as well. Especially in the form of club soda. And as you know, I drink quite a bit of coffee too. But the one thing I didn't mention, Snooks, is like what I do now, because I don't go through any drive-thrus, I just brew my own, is once I drink the full pot of coffee, I top it back up with water and run it through again. I don't keep topping it up with fresh coffee grounds. So as the day goes on, it becomes more and more diluted. And so in some ways that's water as well. But I'll show you what I'm working on right now. Which is, I call it club soda. It's not actually club soda. It's President's Choice Blueberry Pomegranate Sparkling Water, which effectively is club soda with just a little bit of flavor. So we'll see. It's interesting. So that guy's Frisco, and the black and white one is Oreo. And I thought he was going to come back in here and drop the ball off to me again, but he didn't. They're good to just take it easy. Yeah. Yeah, I do. It works out to about a gallon of coffee a day. Hey, anyone that doesn't know 79's got a great sense of humor. She enjoys razzing me and other people, but and sometimes she gets a little bit feisty, a little bit racy, But I got to tell you, anyone that can handle that, it won't take too long, and I think you'll appreciate 79 cents of humor. And she's quick-witted too, which of course we like. Yeah, I usually start the day and go the whole day just on coffee. And then usually when I come home, I'll drink a big glass of water, sometimes with that turmeric in it that I did a video on. And then I moved on to club soda. And then, I don't know, every once in a while I'll get an adult drink going too. Well, to keep your shipping expenses down in the States there, what you can do is just ship the used coffee grounds to 79. I'm okay with that. Okay, so they just went off camera. I will adjust it. No, I won't. But they did. You may be able to see just a tad of them off to the right there. They're working on that water that I put out for them. Hey, take two. How's it going? Anyone just getting here? We did already do a session of them chasing the ball, and they put in 100% effort. It's really cool to see how they do it. They operate as a team. So the one will go long, and the other one kind of stays close, and then whoever's closer tries to catch the ball when I throw it, and if they miss it, the other one will get it, bring it back to the guy that didn't go as far out, drop it off to him, and then he picks it up and drops it off to me. You can see their tongues are still hanging out pretty good, so they're still a little bit gassed. I'm not gonna, I don't want to overexert them, but I can tell you they love this game, and as soon as they're ready to go again, I guarantee that black and white dog's gonna bring the ball to me. But yes, indeed, if you go back to about 3 minutes. Yeah, I did. I threw the one ball towards the camera because I wanted them to come running towards it. But that's the other interesting thing is I've thrown, say 3 at a time out to them, and they always only go for the one, which I found very interesting. Hey, take two. Good to see you. There he is. You should have been able to hear that little squeak and the drop. So he's brought it back in. So we're going to have another session right away. The only thing I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to turn that GoPro on because I want to get some good shots. So you're going to just see me kind of float across the screen to turn that on, and then we'll get this going. Okay, so we've got that camera rolling. Let's see if he brings it. If he doesn't bring it to me almost right away, I'll see if I can find that other ball, and I'll just throw that. Yeah, good to see Silver Shelby Stacker as well, and anyone else I missed. See, so there you go. That's the ball that they don't want. The one that I just threw. They're actually getting tired out a little bit now. Go boy. So I'm just gonna let them chill. And I'm gonna shut that camera off too for a sec. There you go, Neil. Yeah, that's good for me. Yeah, it never hurts to get a workout. Never hurts to get a workout. Hey, Life, we've got Life's Magical Journey in the house. We've got Nowhere Man. Welcome in, everybody. And, you know, in usual form for a live stream, they're always doing exactly what you hope they will when you don't have the camera on. But that's okay. We did definitely get some good shots. The first couple sessions before I went live were probably the longest and where they were the most energetic. But we've had 2 quick sessions with them on this live stream so far, and I think we'll get a couple more. But I definitely don't want to push them and have them overexert, and of course I don't want to be working myself out too much either. Yeah, Neil's right. I was going to throw the camera or the ball back at the camera, but he ended up not dropping it, which to me I just take a sign as he'd had enough for the moment. We'll see. And just so you guys know, I'm actually probably after this going to schedule a live stream for tomorrow morning with them, because this morning when I got up, they were like all over me. And that's when they've got all that energy too. So I think they're looking at someone that's up on the deck right now. Sometimes there's more people here than you may realize. But I think they've got a couple spectators up on the deck as well. But yes, so for anyone that just got here, if you go back to about like the first 3 minutes of this live stream, you'll see them chasing the ball quite energetically. And then just 3 to 5 minutes ago, we had the same thing going. And I got a bit of it on the GoPro too. So I think he's exhausted. He just dropped. But I think what he's saying is, I really want to keep chasing this, but I'm too freaking tired. You're too tired out. Yeah, he's still panting pretty heavy. Ah, that's Master Blaster. Okay, welcome in, Master Blaster. Yeah, I'm starting to think you've changed your channel name several times. Yep, I think that's who it is, 79. I think so. Welcome in, everybody. And these two dogs, they're like 2 peas in a pod. Very, very rare that you'll see them more than 6 to 10 feet apart from each other. Now, sometimes if they're chasing a ball or something like that, they get further than that, but just for sort of everyday um, life, they're usually right with each other. I didn't really set them up to be right together like that. That's just how they usually are. Yeah, and these Crocs are actually kitchen Crocs. They're not your standard Crocs. They have the anti-slip or anti-slip tread on them, and whatever the material is. So if you're working in a kitchen and you're changing the oil in the deep fryers, and you spill that, or anyone that's worked in a professional kitchen uh, will will know for sure the floors can get really slippery, and so these are great for that. Oh, did I miss someone? Is Nickel here? Nickel is here. Hey, welcome in. 888 the Great. Now the temperature is not very hot here today, so they will cool down. And they've got lots of water out there. What is our temperature? Outside temperature right now is about 65. Definitely under 70 degrees. Well under 70. Which is nice. Like we got such a heavy duty heat wave there. What was it, last week? And last weekend, like Saturday was just crazy for where I live anyway. Oh, 79 Nickel called and asked me to say hi to you. Okay, and I was going to say, I bet you that Mike has worked in a professional kitchen. I've worked in three professional kitchens. Yes, I know I didn't go to school as a chef, but I can definitely work my way around a kitchen, and most chefs are pretty okay with me helping out with. We'll just call it with prep. Sounds good, Gigi. Oh, he's just brought the ball back, so if you can hang on, we're gonna do one more session right now. He's ready to go again. Where's the other ball? Oh, it's way right there. Okay. These are smart dogs, man. They're like, psych, you thought we were gonna chase the ball. And I still got that GoPro going. I don't want to keep it running too long. I'm gonna see. Let me see if I can sneak up on You know, a lot of people when they live stream, they want to push it to the limit to, you know, have that extreme uh, sort of go viral effect on their videos. But look at the tongue's hanging out there, so I'm not going to push him. I coaxed him a little bit, and he didn't drop the ball. So yeah, take two nose. But you know, I'll tell you right now, when I don't have this live stream on, when I'm not recording them, it's non-stop. Bring the ball to me, throw the ball at my foot. Um, 79. If those breeds need a lot of exercise, that's right, nowhere man. And that black and white dog, if you don't throw the ball for him, you know, at least here and there throughout the day, he gets really upset. Why don't they want the white one? Oh, I think you mean the other one. Hey, Zardoz. I don't know. I think that what happens is they get fixated on one, and then whatever the scent, you know, from their saliva or wherever it's rolled on the ground is on that. They're kind of reenacting a hunt, you know. So they're going after whatever it is they want, and they're like, no, you threw something else, and the other thing is the decoy. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm going to drop the link here so Neil or anyone else that wants to come up here can. I know Neil doesn't like typing, but I know he's got a lot to say. Just a second. Okay, so there's the link there. I'm not on StreamYard, I'm on Restream. But if you guys want to, if anyone wants to click on that and come up here and help narrate, especially while I'm throwing the ball, you're more than welcome. And I don't think I turned my echo cancellation on to begin with, but I've got my microphone cranked up. Just let me know if there's an echo. We've got Neil in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen now. Welcome in, Neil.
What's Oh, doing pretty good. How about yourself? Oh, doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm tired,
I might
man.
want to do echo cancellation. I might want to do echo cancellation. Audio.
So on here,
Audio. It's on. It's
well,
on.
here in audio, echo cancellation, the button should be to the left.
I'm on settings. I'm on settings, audio, and it says echo.
Okay, so I just turned mine on as well.
I thought it was me. It's you. You diabolical man. You fooled me into thinking it was me.
There we go. I think our audio is balanced now, and we should have resolved that echo cancellation. Let's see if we can do one of these. What does that do? We're okay with that. Okay, so now that we've got Neil's Han Dynasty, the Prince of Platinum in here, I just want to go back through. Gerald says, ask anything with no comments is hilarious. Oh, he's just brought the ball back. Okay, so I'm going to take this opportunity.
Go for it. I'll keep the crowd laughing.
Well, and then he picked it up and took it away.
We just wanted to make sure you were attentive to his needs.
Yeah, he's trying to psych me out now.
I think he actually just did.
Yeah. See if we can get a slightly different camera angle here. How's that? The only issue with that is Neil's blocking Oreo. There we go.
Hey, get me out. You don't have to show me. Make a full screen of the dogs, bro.
That's all right. I'll put it. I'll put it back there.
Yeah, I'm not here to see my pool. I'm here to see the puppy dogs and talk crap about you and the dogs and how they're running your life
Yeah,
while they're
exactly.
there. They've got
Good
you
to
well
see
trained.
Zardoz as well. Nickel heard a beep. I don't know. But look, see that Frisco's still ready to go. He's like, somebody just said my name. Frisco, do you want to go get the other ball? And you can keep chasing the other ball while Oreo takes a break? Maybe. It's like, well,
All right, here's a joke for you, 79. I made a pencil with an eraser on both ends. There was no point to it.
I heard that one the other day too. That's a good one. I like it. Mm-hmm.
It's clean.
Here, let's fire some of these comments up in the chat.
There you go.
Oh, you know what happened again? Is my chat froze. So I missed a whole ton of comments again. Hey, Echo Dragonfly, good to see you. Who else?
Echo, echo,
Mr.
echo.
E is in the house. Welcome in, Mr. E. Cheryl's in the
No,
house.
stop, stop.
Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, Frisco's ready to go again. It's like, yeah, I am ready to go again. So, yeah, another reason I'm tired is because every once in a while in the middle of the night, the guy that's facing us, Frisco, right out of the middle of nowhere, bah, rah, 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 Bart, I'm like, holy cow! Just about knocks me right off the couch. And sure enough, it's a raccoon or something outside the one window that's open.
I can one up you on that one. Just happened last night.
Mm-hmm.
We have a skunk comes around at night, and about 2 in the morning, I wake up and I think there's a damn skunk spraying in my room. And what happened was there was a skunk walking outside my window, and one of the outside cats apparently turned the corner, scared it, and it squirted on my window.
There you go. These
Yeah.
guys, these guys got skunked Saturday before I picked them up Monday morning, but they got skunked Saturday night. So now
Oh,
my car smells like skunk. My towels smell like skunk. My laundry machine smell like skunk. The house smells like skunk. Not really bad, but definitely enough.
just make sure the cops don't stop by. They might mistake it for something else and not believe that.
Yeah, you know what?
Bullshit.
It's very distinctive skunk.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, I know. I was just saying that because people think that, oh, skunk, that's weed. No, there's just the musk smell of a skunk. The closest thing to it would be a fox, and then possibly weed after that, a far third.
Yeah, and if it was weed, it's probably not very high quality if it smells like skunk, in my opinion. Oh, we got it. We got them back. He is ready for action. Okay, Neil. Try not to make fun of my gut if I go on camera, okay?
Sure. Crossed fingers. This is JM training for the 100-meter jog. He's got to get motivated by excuse me, The dogs are motivating him for the 100-meter jog. Nature's pepper spray. You got that right. First, we start off with a slow walk to warm up. Then the dog says, "No, I'm not giving you the ball. You didn't walk fast enough. Come over here. Come here, human. Come here, human. Follow me. Good human. No, I'm not giving you the ball, human. You need to jog when I call you." I was narrating the dog's perspective of how he was ordering you around.
Yeah, that's about it though.
Yeah,
A lot
I told everyone the dog wanted you to jog and you walked, so he wasn't going to hand you the ball. And then he didn't. And then he walked away. I said, "Look, now he's telling him to come over here."
And look at that. See, I got to be careful. Like, what do they say? If you can't make fun of yourself, you know, everyone
It's
else
like
can.
the
Everyone
70s
else
show when
Yeah.
Kelso fell off the water tower and broke his arm. Only his friends made fun of him. Everyone who didn't give a shit about him acted like they cared.
Yeah. Yeah. So, even though you may not have mentioned anything about it in the whole flavor of teamwork, 79 picked it up and got me anyway.
Well, you said me, so I was like,
Yeah.
I'll take the dog's perspective. I'll let someone else pick up on that one. And, no, I followed your rule.
Yeah. Yep. No, you did good. You did good. LLC has a hex shaped osmium now, if anyone wants to buy it. Yeah, and actually, I was going to ask you if you saw or heard anything about the Silver Dragons channel.
No,
You didn't see anything about it?
no, I watched when he was on LLC with Ian and all them.
Silver Dragons?
Yeah,
Because he did a standalone video on scams in the precious metals industry, and one of them was he said crystallized osmium is a scam.
yeah. And then he went on LLC show, and Ian and 3 other guys were there, and they had a discussion or something like that about it. And I was
so
throwing in things. He's just he's
Yeah.
uninformed. That's all. There's a lot of people uninformed. The more rare anything is, the less people will know about it, the less liquid it'll be, and the more expensive it'll be. So if people are looking for liquidity that's going to get them great value and still have everyone in the world buy it, go to sleep and go
No,
back to
it's
dreaming.
okay. It's okay because that's what I was kind of thinking. Like maybe what we should do is invite him onto the panel and we'll talk about it. Because I agree with you. He probably just hasn't really looked into it enough, and it's easy to consider it a scam at first look. But if he already did that, that's great. I just didn't I didn't realize.
I have a much larger perspective on the platinum group metals in a whole. Obviously, I took the moniker of Prince of Platinum because I believe
Yeah.
I hold true to that. I know a lot about platinum, and I know a lot about the industries that have not been made public yet. Well, they kind of sort of have if you keep up with them, but the general populace doesn't know about that. I do know about, and I also know that we're so short of the
Yeah.
platinum group metals that there are companies right now that are already putting robotic mining equipment in space to mine certain asteroids to get the highest quality platinum we can get, because we don't have enough on this planet. And if we don't have enough platinum, that means we don't have enough of any of the PGMs. And that's 3/4 of the precious metals. 3/4 of the precious metals we don't have enough of on this planet. And everyone wants to deny the fact that we have to go to space to get them. Yet there are people right now actively doing exactly that. And the one guy I showed on my live stream, he plans on the way his model is working, and he is building the satellites to do it, is he'll be making $45 million a month pure profit off of mining from space for platinum. And it is highly needed on this planet with the amount of platinum use case for platinum coming up. If we don't have any, we're going to start going backwards as a society, because for the technological advances we're going to need the platinum group metals. And it has nothing to do with scam or
Yeah.
no scam. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with that. It has to have actual physical use case of the object in question, which are the platinum group metals, whether or not they're precious metals or not, the use case of them in the modern technologies that are fixing to be released on us. For example, China bought half the world's supply of platinum last year for making these
Yeah.
new technologies, and no one's talking about it. So that just means ignorance.
Well, and
People
I was
don't
gonna I
know.
was gonna say, like,
It doesn't make
yeah, sure
sense.
enough, if you look at the spot price of osmium compared to crystallized osmium, there's a big price difference. But that's the same as if you look at
Yeah.
gold spot price and gold jewelry. There's a big difference because there's value added. And so,
Yeah.
yeah,
Two
so
to 500%.
that's where the difference.
Yeah, there's use case. They used it to make it for the use of jewelry. It's use case. It's not the same as osmium, the precious metal. It's a subset kind of that. It is osmium, but it's in a crystalline form, which means they worked it to put it in that form for a specific use case, which is jewelry. So when stackers look at it, they're like, again, uninformed, uneducated of the jewelry market and the unique value that crystallized osmium actually brings. And if you know about the jewelry market, you know, like what you just said, gold increases its value when it gets turned into jewelry. It doesn't increase the amount of ounces, it just increased in price. Why is that? Once you figure that out and you figure the high end jewelry market out, you'll see the value of crystallized osmium at
Yeah.
its cheap price.
Yeah.
But you have to inform people
Yeah,
for them
it's
to
value
understand that, you know?
it's
So
value
ignorance is
added.
out there.
It's value added. Yeah.
It's just education. And people don't want to be educated because everyone's got blinders on. Oh, I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. Oh, I'm a gold maximalist. Yeah, have you ever seen what those worlds look like? I'd rather have everything because that makes it more cool. Everyone gets to do what they want and no one's arguing saying, I'm right, you're wrong. Yeah, you miss a lot of things if you're a maximalist, in my opinion. There's a lot of asset classes booming. Certain stocks, if you keep up with that, certain stocks are going to bounce if there's a correction coming. Certain cryptos, same thing. Certain precious
You
metals,
know, if I
same
was
thing.
if I was going to be a
You know,
maximist, I think I would be a gluteus maximist. How do you like that one? I saw something about Johnny Cash in here.
uh,
Hold on a second.
I,
Hold on.
I don't like big
Okay,
butts,
get
but I
the
do
right
like
one on.
butts. I
Johnny
can't
Cash
deny.
is alive. Really?
Why isn't he out singing and stuff, making money instead of taking his last couple, his last album and redoing everyone else's songs to bring money in for his estate to keep his daughter going? That's why he took the Nine Inch Nails song, by the way, "Hurt," and redid it. He didn't ask permission. He did it because that was his last album, and he was trying to get up money before he died to keep his estate or family going. He did that with a lot of
Yeah,
songs on his last
I would
album.
find it tough to believe that he's still alive. Like that last album, the video that he's got there, where he's sitting at the piano and singing "Hurt." He didn't look like he
Yep.
had too many years left in him. But you never know, right? When it's
It's like
entertainment, a
John
lot of
Wayne.
it can be Hollywood. You just never know.
Yeah, like I was about to say, just like John Wayne, his last movie he did while dying of cancer that he got while doing a movie. But no one knew until after he died that he was dying of cancer and had only one lung from that cancer. He just kept
Yeah.
making movies, doing his thing.
When the other thing too is, I didn't watch it yet, but I noticed Salivate Metal dropped a video talking about copper. It looks like copper's going to
Yeah.
become somewhat of a strategic metal now too.
Was it critical or strategic metals? I've mentioned that a couple times. Not metals, metals. Was it critical minerals and strategic metals are the thing you want to look into stacking.
Hey, Deja Vu, good to see you.
In the platinum group metals is in that category.
Look at this.
Copper.
We're getting Johnny Cash lyrics in the chat. Love it. Johnny Cash is Jerry Jones. I've been trying to wake you all up about it.
Get a picture of Jerry Jones. I thought he was the Dallas Cowboys head coach. Yeah.
Oh, take two. I actually don't. I don't think that Gerald's pissed off at anybody. I think that Gerald's super intelligent guy. So is Neil. So is Nickel. So is 70. Most of the people in here are super intelligent. But they just, I think Gerald and Nickel are disagreeing on a few of the technical
A
details.
class warfare of asset classes and who's right.
So they just like I call it banter, friendly banter, and sometimes it can sound like they're maybe upset at each other. But I think in reality, if we were all hanging out on a patio somewhere, we'd all get along just fine.
You'd have to put the aluminum beer cans in the proper receptacle so I could recycle them and get extra money afterwards. Yes.
Yeah, we could all drink club soda together.
There you go.
Yeah,
We'd have to drain the pool of water so no one accidentally drowns.
there you go. Hey, I'm telling you, half of my gut is coffee that I've been drinking all day. I drink a lot of fluids, a lot of
That's a
coffee,
good thing.
a lot of water. Yeah,
You ought to
but
change it up to more of teas. Teas are very beneficial for you.
that's true. And you know what? If I'm feeling really sort of worn down and worn out, um, frequently I'll take a couple tablespoons a day. So like a tablespoon in the morning, a tablespoon in the evening of colloidal silver, and I'll drink green tea or some good herbal teas instead of coffee.
Are you getting that black dog back by making him run across the yard, making him think that you're going to throw the ball? Oh, there you go. See, that was payback. JM was getting the black dog back, making him think he was going to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Now his tongue's already hanging out, going, fuck, dude, I wanted 2 balls. I don't know if I can go for a third.
Yeah,
There he goes, get the head start.
that's right.
He needs it. He's slower.
He always goes. Yeah.
There, that was a fair one.
Yeah. But I am like these are not my dogs, and so I'm trying to be careful to not overwork them. I don't want them to get injured. That's why I moved the picnic table out of the way.
That'll be cool, 79. If he turns blue, we can get him in the remake of Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory. He can take one of the roles of a blue meanie. Save on makeup.
The whole thing about turning blue is because there's been, a fair amount of dialogue and discussion about how colloidal silver can be applied topically for skin conditions. And there was a guy that had all sorts of skin conditions, since he was a young kid. And he found that it worked as well. And so he was using colloidal silver on his skin daily and regularly for years. And after that amount of time, with a lot of use of it, it did start to turn his skin blue. And apparently, I forget what it's called, but it's permanent. So if you use it topically on your skin, it can actually turn your skin blue. Speaking of which, yeah, I'll just keep that to myself. But I do know someone else whose face was very blue, and I know that they had, is it psoriasis or something like that, like really bad skin condition on their face, and they were using it as well. And it did turn their face blue.
I think that's just a cover story for the aliens invading us. They're actually blue and they can't cover it up no more.
But just drinking a little bit of it with water or whatever once in a while, or in my opinion, even regularly, it won't change your skin color. Take care, nowhere, man. Good to see
Indeed.
you.
Have a good evening. I'll debate you, Gerald, but it's got to be about cats.
I'm okay arguing with anybody, but it's 50
It's not
bucks.
arguing.
It's
You
50
can't
bucks
argue.
for a 15-minute session. So $200 an hour, I'm willing to argue.
Oh, no, that's a good service to offer, actually.
Yeah, and I need 5 minute breaks every 15 minutes.
Okay, so how much is it for 15 minutes again?
It's $200 an hour, so it'd be 50 bucks for 15
Okay,
minutes.
50 bucks, then 50, then a break. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
We're
Hey,
gonna
hey,
sign up. Give me a job application. I'm good at fucking debate. Now I can turn it into arguing.
inflation, man.
Fuck
I,
inflation,
I
man.
think
It's
that
bullshit.
I think that we could actually have a show based on that. Just get someone's Cash App, run the Cash App as a
Oh yeah,
banner.
let them come up for 15 minutes.
Yep. And then as soon as we get confirmation that someone sent the Cash App, then we're good to go. Let's see here. Jam, I make my own. Got the kit off Amazon. Oh, you make your own. I make my own colloidal silver as well, Cheryl. And I think that that's a great idea. Is you buy a colloidal silver generator. There's so many, like even household and kitchen uses for it. Some people have been known to spray it in their shoes. You know, like for people with stinky feet and their shoes get stinky, they spray a little bit of that in there, and it kills a lot of the bacteria. Take Two's got a question here. Jam, your thoughts on 31 Atlas?
Oh, you know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, can I
Go
step
for it.
in? Uh, A3 Atlas, I believe is what it's called. Is that? Are you talking about that out of stellar orbit object that's coming in the same path as Oompa Goomba? I just want to make sure I've got the
Oh,
right
like an
thing before I
asteroid
go
or
off.
something?
Yeah, well, maybe it's not. Yeah, kind of, sort of. It's all we can describe it as is an asteroid or a comet, but we can't determine if it is actually either because it's not. Apparently,
Go boy.
it is showing signs of light shining in front of it, which neither comet nor asteroids do, and that leads to a lot of speculation. But seeing how it's from another galaxy, it could just be an element from that galaxy in large concentration that we're unaware of that does that. But people are speculating that it could be a spaceship. Is that what you're talking about?
That was
Whoever
take
asked it
two.
in chat. Take two. Is that you were talking? Is that what you were talking about?
Some think it isn't.
Well, I'm the kind of guy that I need more evidence because I could see it going both ways. I could see because if you look at like the supposed already proven wrong Big Bang theory, but still things do get younger or older as you go in one direction, younger if you get in another. And there's different. It's like a big centrifuge of blood. How they separate blood in a centrifuge. All of the galaxies in the universe together, all spinning individually, but also spinning together. If you look at the Milky Way, it's got a lot of galaxies in it, but it's only one part of the larger parts, and all the parts are all moving. And I think that there are galaxies out there that have elements natural to that galaxy that are not natural to our galaxy. So there is a possibility, since it's an intergalactic object, that it could have some mineral content or something to it that we're not even aware of because it hasn't been created in our reality yet because of the age of our small little universe that we're or galaxy that we're in and how far away it is and blah 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 blah. So there is that argument to be made. There is also an argument that uh, basically fool me once, shame on you; fool me twice, shame on me; third time, no, it's something else. That aspect, which leads to the alien aspect. And because of sayings that we have psychologically, people can easily fall for it, saying it could be an alien. But they discount, in my opinion, they discount the possibility of it being just an asteroid, a core of an asteroid, or a planetary system made of different things than we know that are on the periodic or the periodic table of context or whatever the hell that thing's called, because we only know of 114 elements. There's more than that out there. It's just not in this realm of space that we're at. But 7,000 light years away, it's a different story. There's a lot of different chemistry going on because it's in a different spot in the main picture of things. So it could since it's coming from there, it could easily have a lot of things that we don't have. So it would show unnatural signs, which is kind of what it's doing now. So I need more information before I draw conclusions. I can see both aspects of it.
Yeah, and I think, as you know, Neil, and sort of in response to Take Two, I'm extremely skeptical of anything that comes from NASA, and it's healthy skepticism. Like, obviously, in some ways, I'm in awe of how good the technology is and how far human civilization and space exploration has advanced. But I do I'm extremely skeptical of a lot of it. So many things that they said were going to happen never happened. So I obviously I would be concerned if something was actually going to happen, but I never see it happening. So other than
Yeah, I hear you.
things like
But what do you need to
things like
look?
eclipses and stuff like that, we see that. But and we do see from time to time, like asteroids coming in through our atmosphere, or maybe not asteroids, like comets or whatever, breaking up. I've seen
Yeah,
some footage from Russia, but once again, Hollywood and the entertainment industry have the technology that's so good they can make almost anything that's fake look real. They really can. So
yeah. But what you need to look for now is not look at NASA. NASA is old school look at, and they don't have the financing to do what they did. They to replicate what they pulled off in the '67 and hit the moon. They need about $300 billion. Uh, uh, what do you call that? Amount of money to operate off of, and their budget's only 25 billion, so they're not even close. And so, if you look at globalism, the world going from globalism to nationalism, a lot of individual countries are getting their own space projects going. And if you look at our country, there's actually three private companies building international space stations. So anytime you hear about NASA and their inability to do stuff, it's their inability because they're not going to waste money at it because that's not their objective anymore. Private industry is going to take over space.
hey, BT.
So yeah, uh, NASA should look pathetic in their technology for space travel. They're not in control of it. Private industry will be.
We've got B Taylor in the house. Welcome in, B Taylor.
What's up, B?
Anyone that's just getting here, B Taylor included. We have had these dogs running around chasing the ball quite a bit, but they're getting tired now, no doubt about it.
That's one aspect of how to tell the story. The other aspect to tell the story is the dogs have worked JM out quite good today and made him run across the yard several times while not chasing the ball that he
That's right.
threw. There's that side to the
I'm gonna
story
be
as well.
ripped, man. I'm gonna have like this like Hulkamania, man.
Dude, you could start a whole new revolution of dog
Yeah,
walking for health.
yeah. It's you know what? If it weren't for my addiction of bacon double cheeseburgers and stuff like that, I would actually be in would
Sacrilege! That's not an addiction. That's a must. You're looking at it all wrong. And anyhow, as a boxer told me when I was playing with him as he was a lot older than me, that extra fucking belly fat protects you from the heat of the
yeah.
punch.
Hold on. You said
And
fat
it's
protects you from
true.
a punch?
Oh my god, fuck yes, dude. It dissipates the energy before it hits the muscle, man. If someone hit me, the energy would flow instantly, hit my muscle, flow through it to the organ.
Gotcha.
Someone who has about an inch of fat over them or excess weight over their muscle has that excess inch for that energy to dissipate outwardly from the centrifugal center part of the hit. It can disperse outwardly before it even hits the muscle, doing less concussive damage or hit damage to
Yeah.
the body.
Go easy.
So yeah, being overweight is actually a good thing in a fight. To a point. To a point. I mean, you still have to be flexible and fast,
Yeah.
but having some fucking it protects your muscles, and then your muscles protect your organs. So if you're ripped out, all you got protecting your organs are your
Yeah.
muscles.
And I think that the muscles
So
can
any
protect too. Like if you,
yeah, but they also could get hurt.
yeah. Yeah. So like someone like Butterbean, You know, the boxer Butterbean. I could see that.
Yeah, no, he was a badass boxer. A lot of people didn't like facing him because they
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
hurt him.
he had a lot of momentum and power behind his strikes too.
Well, he knew how to hit too. There's a lot to proper hitting. I mean, anyone can throw a swing and it have no power to it, no matter how big you are. You got to know the dynamics, the math of a fight to be able to direct your energy to the force that you're directing it to, whether it be a kick or a punch or a headbutt or elbow or a knee or whatever it is. Hip in case of hip toss. See, I was lucky as a kid. I was born so hyperactive, manic, and bipolar and aggressive that my parents put me in. My dad was Navy, transferred every 2 years until like 1977, and I was born in '68. So from like '71 until '77, we traveled every 2 years, and they put me in. No matter where we were, they put me in a either. Most of the time, there's a karate place, and so I learned a lot of different styles of karate because they thought it would teach me discipline. They didn't take into account how I would look at it. But according to them, it was teaching me discipline, and I was getting out of their hair. But I enjoyed it because I learned a lot of different fight principles and theories really young. And then at 17, that's why I was able to get a silver medal in boxing because for like 10 years, I've been doing different styles of karate and kung fu's for quote unquote discipline to be able to, for self control things instead of learning different applications of fight theory, which is what I was actually doing. At 79, you know, he gave me the power to time you out, right?
That was fun. I was going to do some jumping jacks out there, but
Oh, you were talking about what's his name?
uh,
Nickel. Okay, right on. Sorry, 79. I just like timing you out so much. I take what you say
actually,
fine.
I really like Nickel. He's a super passionate guy, intelligent guy. He keeps up on a lot of different subjects, but that doesn't mean I agree with him anymore on some of them. You know, than I agree on anyone else. I disagree with a lot of people on a lot of things. You know, but that doesn't mean I don't like them.
If yeah, you know, there's a lot to be said for what people do, and if you like them, yeah, man, that's touched every. I like people because of the content of their character, not what they do or what they spread, unless what they
Right.
spread is
That's
harmful
right.
in
Like
one form or
if
another
you know,
to
they
others.
say
You know,
people's eyes are the window to their soul. So that's kind of how I look at it. If the person has a good soul and a good heart, and their their intentions are in the right place, I give that a lot more credit than someone that's an a hole, but you know knows everything.
what are you saying? I'm an asshole that knows everything.
Nope, you said
Okay, I was
that.
just asking. I just opened the door for you, bro. Come
But
on.
yeah,
Like you said, if you didn't make fun of
there's lots of
yourself,
people
you know.
that are very knowledgeable too, but you know they don't have a good heart, they don't have a good soul. And I've mentioned to you many times before, Neil, I think that you do have a good heart and soul, and I can see that amongst other things, but you know most predominantly with how you treat the cats and the animals, your neighborhood, other people. You know, sometimes I think you're a little bit argumentative, and I feel like you know you need more people to talk to sometimes. But like, I wouldn't say you're an a hole by any stretch of the imagination.
Mm, I am as good a friend as I am an
Yep.
enemy.
And you know what? I've found a lot of military ex-military guys are like that. You know, like as long as you're not screwing them over, they're you know you want them on your side, but you screw them over, look out.
Yeah, I've been giving my union hell.
Yeah. Good boy.
They're catching a lot of phone calls from international. Soon they'll probably say, just get the guy a job so he'll fucking quit calling us and calling us names and shit. Union's so corrupt, man.
Yeah, and Silver Shelby Stacker's been dropping a lot of truth bombs, a lot of things that drop it
Dude,
that would certainly be controversial for a lot of people because it's true. We're taught, and the curriculum is designed to teach us from a very young age their narrative and what they want us to think.
100%. It's not the truth. It's the truth told. It's not the truth.
Which
it's the
is
truth told. And the truth told is always
well,
to
and
the
it's like
victor.
disinformation, right? They'll give you little tidbits of information that is fact, but they'll wrap it up in a whole big story that's bullshit. That's called disinformation, right?
Well, it goes even further than that. They create our economy. The government creates our economy, bro. I didn't do a story on it because I thought it would be a little bit too in depth for people. But there was this one company. It's like emadematite or something like that. I don't 100% recall the name of the company. They're going for this one mineral that's really, 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 really needed by America, and they're the only company in America going for it. And the government talked to them and said, "Hey, we want you to." Like RICO Act shit, but yet if the government does it, it's okay. That business is going to increase, and in like fucking 2 months, it increased its size by 170% because the government needs it to. So there are companies out there that our government will back and cause to be great because of the need of the government, and that's not really fair to everyone else because it's like an Elon Musk scenario. You give them enough fucking subsidies, of course they're going to be a billionaire. But if they turn out enough of the right product and sway the nation in the direction the nation or leaders want it swayed, those subsidies will be given. And that's the same thing's going on with that one mineral company here in America. It's not gold, silver, platinum. It's going for a mineral, and I don't recall. It starts with an A. It's like emeraldite or
Abalone.
something like that. No, I know about abalone. So and again with like NNE and OKLO, the reason why I knew they were going to do well is because the government is backing them. How do I know the government's backing them? Well, they changed the regulations from it taking 20 years to build a nuclear reactor to less than 6 months overnight.
It's good to see Cheryl
Hello.
here. I'm starting to think that I didn't say hi to Cheryl. If I didn't, sorry about that. It's always good to see Cheryl Rich.
And that's why I say you don't need to be a maximalist because your government will tell you how to be rich by who they're investing in. It's your money. They actually tell you if you look for their information that they give out, they'll tell you who they're giving their money to in subsidies. Invest in that. It's going to grow. It's like insider trading legally. But yeah, and nano nuclear energy and OKLO, they're growing like crap fire over the past 13, 14 months. How did I know that? Because Nuclear Regulatory Agency changed their stance from it taking 20 years to 6 months to get approval. So yeah, the first at the door are going to do real well. It's a change in government policies. The government is telling you who's going to be rich. You want to be rich? Find an engineer and a physicist and come up with a schematic for a micro nuclear design and submit it. and just like OKLO, they just contracted with Kiewit to build their first micro nuclear reactor, which was just approved by the nuclear regulatory agency last month. So, and then like 2 weeks later, they get a contract with Kiewit to build it. But yet 2 months ago, the Air Force purchased one before it was even approved or even they had a contractor to build it. That is a tell that the American Air Force, our taxpayer dollars, was given to OKLO in advance for a product they don't have and it wasn't regulated out yet. That's like the biggest tell in the world for who's going to be wealthy. That sector, micro nuclear reactors, small modular reactors, is going to freaking rocket, man. At least that's what I'm seeing the government tell us by the reports that I'm giving to people about. Oh, the Air Force is pre-purchased a micronuclear reactor. Well, that might be every day for everyone else, but if you didn't pick up the fact that they pre-purchased this, they gave money without a product even being approved to be built, that's a significant tell. That's like Nancy Pelosi coming out saying, "Hey, my husband just got a new stock pick. I'm going to tell all of you about it." But it's not her; it's the federal government,
Okay.
the Air Force doing it.
So here now, I
listens.
just wanted to say a couple things. Silver Shelby Stacker says, question for everyone to think about. If you were taught something wrong and your parents were taught that same thing that was wrong, how would you ever know? And then follows it up with saying, the stock market 401k is all a big scam, so they can steal all your money. And I agree with you 100%, Silver Shelby. It's generational. It's generational mind control. And if they can get 3 generations of people believing the same thing, it's pretty much a slam dunk for them.
That is, there's several things I'd like to say on it. One reason why I was pushing everyone to read the Dietrich Bonhoeffer's Letters of Stupidity or Theory of Stupidity, because it's been tried before in World War II. Before World War II, the Nazis, they tried the same psychological movement that JM just preached. They hit the children first, same as the LGBTQ was trying with our children. They hit the kids first, and they got this thing called the brown coats, which was like, I don't know, you'd call them like the Eagle Scouts or the Boy Scouts today, but they were called the brown coats. And then from the brown coats, they evolved into the Nazis, and they were the ones that got promoted the most because it was the thing to be at that time. And they had fallen into the theory of stupidity the whole nation had. So there's that. And what was that? What was he said?
The first part was just talking about the generational mind control. And I see that they're doing that with money right now. If you ask what
the way to get around that is self-educate. If you know that you're being lied to, and you're not first off looking at the opposite side of the coin of the bullshit that you're being fed, means the other side of the story, you'll get a more factual base on what the truth might be. So you should start looking there on your own if you truly believe you're being scammed or told a lie or something not true, no matter how many generations it is. If you believe it to be not true, follow it through with research and then educate others about it. So that's what I do. 79, I'm talking about the space between your left ear and your right ear.
Okay, the neighbor's walking down the fence line there. That's okay, you're a good boy. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the neighbor.
Silver Shelby Stacker. Council of Nicaea 1300s, I think it was, somewhere around there, maybe 1400s, 1500s, somewhere around there. Yeah, they took out a lot. I've actually, wow, man. Are you guys subscribed to my show by any chance? I mean, I've put this information out. The Ethiopian Bible is an unsuppressed, unchanged version of the actual, unredacted version of the real Bible. But see, now we have issues here. This comes to intellect, personal. Supposedly, we're to believe the King James Version, and that's it. So, in my belief, we're judged by God individually on individual beliefs and how you acted on those individual beliefs. So, if you are to believe that and you stick just to the doctrine of the King James Bible, then you'll be judged on that doctrine and you will probably make it into heaven because you followed that doctrine. The sticky point is, if you go beyond that knowledge, then you're responsible for more than just that knowledge, and you will be judged on that knowledge, and you are in untreaded waters by the masses, so there's not a well laid out path of knowledge to follow to find out truth and accuracy to get to spiritual oneness of God. So be careful. That's all I can say. And try not, and one thing I have tried to do in my theological self-study is not dictate to others that knowledge that I find out, because if it's their path to follow the King James Version of the Bible, I do not want to be the one to change that, because then I will be responsible for what they learn and don't learn how they do it because they went beyond the King James Version, which is what we're supposed to be. And it all falls back to blind faith and your definition of what blind faith is in the doctrine. And if you want to step over that fence, into further knowledge of the doctrine and go beyond the theology of the King James Bible, then you're held to the knowledge of your personal self, judged by God for your personal knowledge and how you act off that personal knowledge. So if you pass that personal knowledge on without all of the philosophy behind it, you are accountable for those people's souls if they're lost, in my opinion. So I try not to dictate doctrine other than the King James unless asked. But there are a lot. There's a book out there that has supposedly direct quotes of Jesus Christ himself in his 30s that basically goes against religion, or what we now see as religion, where one of the things he says is supposedly says that it was taken out by the Nicene Council, not in the King James Version, is and this is added, not verbatim, something to the fact that your relationship with God is personal and you do not need an organization to validate that. In other words, the way I read that passage of that scripture was, you don't need religion. You just need a personal relationship with God, which I agree with. But that book of the verses that were written down of Jesus Christ by this one supposed prophet is not in the King James Version, so I don't talk about it a lot, but it is pretty much accurate to why the Nicene Council would have taken it out. Because if you understand what religion is man-made and it's about power and control. So therefore, any doctrine that did not give religion power and control would obviously be taken out of the King James Version. But again, personally judged by God, by your personal knowledge, ignorance truly is bliss. So if you don't want to expand past the King James Version, just stick to it. Because once you go past it, you just opened up Pandora's box of knowledge that you're held responsible for, and you better know how to use it correctly, and we're all too stupid to do that, so tread lightly and carefully.
So great conversation. I hope you guys are subscribed to Neil's Han Dynasty. One of the other things I like about Neil and his channel, beyond all the cats that he rescues and dropping truth, is he always, well, as long as he's not going directly through YouTube, if he's on StreamYard or Restream, he always drops a link in the chat for people to come up and discuss anything that he's talking about, or even other things within reason, and with some boundaries. But there's always like some heavy duty brain cell at Neil's. So there's that, and then I also wanted to mention Snoop was talking about how tonight is Peanut's birthday live stream. Peanut, also known as the Nut House, another really intelligent guy, and he's all over searching for truth as well. So we may get some of that, but he's a great entertainer. He does all sorts of cool stuff. So Snooks just dropped that link for his live stream. And I'm going to drop the link here in case Snooks or anyone else wants to come up and say hi, join in the conversation, or promote their own channel, or anyone else. You're more than welcome. Come on up.
This November, I'm going to have a killer about 20-minute homemade movie on my channel.
I like that last one. And for anyone in here that doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's on my community posts tab. Yeah.
Was that the weed one? Yeah, it's the same guy. We're going to be doing a parody of Star Wars. We're doing a parody of Spaceballs, and we're going to use the long buds for different size of light sticks. And of course, it's going to be a parody, so there's going to be some crazy talk, but he's good with editing and he sent that video that you said was too good a quality to even do anything with. I've seen his, I built a studio. I've seen some of this crap. It's a sound manipulating thing.
Okay.
I mean, he can take a conversation and he can, it'll be on his computer. He'll go through and he'll hear like a siren in the background. He can like segment that, get rid of that siren sound without destroying
Yeah.
any of the audio,
Yeah.
that type crap.
Yeah.
And he can also
Sound
add
engineer.
stuff. Oh my God. Yeah. And video. His wife's
Beautiful.
a video engineer. So we're going to do, like I said, a parody and see strings instead of like the force pulling the, it's going to be, we're working on it right now. I got to wait till I bud out the first crop before we actually make it, but we're working on the principle. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a fun parody.
I have a feeling I know where it's going to be going. It's going to be going down the space weed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on.
And it's going to have the same typical parody that Spaceballs had. Obviously, it had a sexual content to it, so that's why I've decided I'm pushing for the word shtick, SHTICK, as the lightsaber, because we're going to be talking about like, well, my shtick's better than yours, and throwing out the sexual connotation, but not actually sexual content. Just the same as like Spaceballs and any parody does.
Yep. Right on. I look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be it'll be crude as hell, but I'm already having fun trying to, get the shit together. Yeah. So hopefully it'll be a good trip.
Oh, my chat froze up on me again. Isn't that weird?
Man.
Hey, welcome back, Mike Herrera. Look at this. Snooks is always on 4 other platforms. She snuck away for a few. Well, that's very cool. I appreciate you making JM Unleashed one of the places that you stop. For anyone that doesn't know Snooks, she is a very well-known moderator on some very large YouTube channels. Neil is a moderator on a couple of really large channels as well. Actually, quite a few.
One. I've got rid of all the rest of them.
But so Snooks is a great supporter in the YouTube community. If she shows up at your live streams or comments on your videos, you're blessed. Snooks is never going to get married again, but blessed with and adore her son. Nice. Mike's saying, what happened? Oh, that's because 79 said it was hell here without you.
Yeah, she's stirring the pot.
79's just rad. She's just having fun.
If you gave me permission, I could time her
out. Hey Snooks, do you think Peanut would mind me sharing his video that's talking about his upcoming birthday stream? I might just do that, help promote his channel a little bit. And of course, Neil, if there's anything from your channel you wanted me to share, you want to drop the links for anything, you're more than welcome.
The next couple lives are going to be on YouTube, so I don't have no more StreamYard hours, so no one will be on the channel.
You got to do it on Restream, man. Restream is no more difficult than StreamYard. It's just slightly different.
Yeah, one day I'll figure it out.
I kind of want to give you guys a feel for Peanut.
I think I'm seeing signals of a black and white dog almost ready to have a ball thrown.
Yes, indeed.
He gave a little body action after he sat down and looked at your way. I was like,
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Yeah, he's already grabbing for it, just seeing you move.
Well, one thing I'm pretty sure is they're gonna sleep well tonight.
Oh yeah, you're tiring them out good. And vice versa. You'll probably sleep well too because they're tiring you out good.
Yeah. I usually walk between 5 and 10 miles a day to begin with.
You got a healthy heart.
So here's the nut house. I've got to switch my audio settings to play this, but I'm just going to play his promo for his upcoming birthday stream, so you guys can get a feel for what it is that Snooks was talking about that's coming up, and it's a live stream tonight. It's his birthday party. If you do go over there, let him know that I invited you. Let me just switch my audio settings, and then I'm going to mute up. And then when I play it, if you don't mind muting up as well, Neil, will be golden. Okay, there we go. I just had to switch my audio settings back. Um, yeah, Silver Shelby, I have seen the Fittest Flat Earther channel before. I think I've watched some content from it. I like getting information from a variety of different sources, especially contrasting views. You know what I mean? So you're a good boy. Go take a break. I know you're tired out. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. So not too long ago, Snooks dropped the link there. Maybe if you want to drop it again, Snooks, for Peanuts live stream tonight. People can go check that out. He does use some AI for a fair amount of his content. While people have different views on AI, I've used it as well, but I can tell you he's much better at it than I am. But a lot of his content is not AI based as well. He has lots of panel discussions, covers different subjects as well. So, and every once in a while, he actually puts a script together, and then a bunch of us go on the panel and we read the script, which is always fun. Oh boy. Neil's AI is bigger than everyone else's AI. I could see that. This camera isn't really showing it, but it is starting to get a little darker out here now. Oh, very cool. Snooks.
I think it's that alien spaceship covering up the sun.
Could be. You know what? We went through a dry spell here with almost no rain for almost 3 weeks, and then we got lots of rain yesterday. So it's cooled off, and that's nice. I'm glad for it, without a doubt. Okay, so I think I'm probably going to shut this down in the next 20 minutes. But what I'll do is I'll drop this restream link one more time for in case anyone else wants to come up. It's right there.
Mike. That's all right, Mike. Florida got your tax dollar.
Oh, it's funny how I got to censor myself. Yeah, Snooks, you did great too. Snooks is great at reading scripts. I think that she would have actually been very good as like a radio DJ, disc jockey, someone on air. She's got a lovely voice. Lovely.
There we go.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. You know what, Snooks? I went back and listened to that. And I'm actually surprised I did as well as I did because I wasn't familiar with the story. And I hadn't really seen the script in advance. So, yeah, don't expect me to always do that well. But yeah, I agree. I did okay on that, I guess. Do you ever go to Peanuts channel, Neil? The Nut House?
No, I haven't.
Okay. He's covers a fair amount of controversial topics as well, and I know right away some of his views are slightly different than yours, but I think it's great. He's well studied when it comes to the Bible and history, so he's another one of these guys where if everybody just kind of throws their egos aside and you just share information and try to gain knowledge and learn from each other, it can be a really positive thing. But there's lots of laughs and fun there too. In fact, the whole purpose of his channel is for fun, kind of similar to mine. Like I like my channel being kind of light and lively, but at the same time, I also like to use it to get truth out there, information from time to time, current affairs, but not all that often.
And every occasionally throw in subliminal messages to join the JM Army.
There you go. Yeah, we had a similar conversation last night, and I put a comment in, and I said, sometimes from my vantage point, it sometimes feels like the divided states of America, and what needs to happen is the people need to unite. And I think that it's a similar thing, right? A lot of the powers that be do not have our best interests at heart. And as long as we keep buying into what they're saying, then they can play us like a fiddle or like a marionette.
The numbers say everything. I think the Democrats are down to a 17% approval rating. So I guarantee you, no matter how many states they say this, that, or the other, the people in those states are disagreeing with those leaders. Because those leaders are bought and paid for, and now those Democrats are waking up and realizing it. Because never in history that I know of, well, not in 100 years has a party had such low approval ratings while not in power.
Mm-hmm. Hey, no worries, Gerald. I saw your comment there. No worries. I know, like, Nichols put himself in a position,
yes, he has.
very controversial comes out with controversial things, but why not, man? We've got freedom of speech. If that's your opinion, let her go. Let people know what your opinion is. But yeah, he's kind of become the subject of a
It's
lot of people ganging up on him. And I kind of feel bad for him
that's,
because
that's because he's making it a belief system and not an opinion, and there's a difference.
yeah, yeah, he's very passionate about, as many of us are, about what our beliefs are. But we need to be open. We need to be open to new ideas, without a question. And Neil, like you, even just now, you said numbers tell the whole story, but I don't believe that the numbers are always true. I think liars figure and figures lie, and we know that cooking the books is a real thing. Right? The books get cooked, so a healthy dose of critical reasoning is always good. But I also like being really, as positive as possible and focusing. Let's focus on our goals. Focus on being strong and focus on setting the next generations up for success. That's where our focus should be. And then all the negativity and all that jazz, it's good to be, up to date on current affairs and everything. But you won't see me being the guy that's going to spend hours and hours a day going down the rabbit holes anymore. I already
Yeah,
did that. I did that for a couple of years, and I'm satisfied that I got a pretty clear picture, generally speaking, on a macro sort of angle of what's going on. And so once you know that, you don't really need to know all the little details, because frequently a lot of the details are actually out
left
there
said
to throw
Albuquerque.
us to throw us off, of course. Right? God, boy, right? You want to change your jacket? Oh, stay on. Yes, you do. Wowza! Did you see Frisco catch that?
It's not in the frame. They saw it on Amigo live
He
stream.
was in the frame.
Okay, sorry, I was
Oh, you
on
missed.
YouTube. It's a
Oh, you
couple
just
seconds
missed it.
behind me. Nope, I'm seeing it on YouTube
Okay.
right
Yeah, I
now.
let them go. I let them go,
Yeah,
about halfway out, and I fired it just off to the right. Oreo just missed it, and then Frisco came flying in from the left and caught it midair.
yeah, I saw that. That's cool. Yeah, now I go
Yeah,
back to live
they're
stream.
they're good at that.
Yeah, it was coming. It looked like about a 50-degree angle from its left side on a bounce when it
Yeah.
hit. Snatch. That's a mathematical minded dog to be able to do that. It's got some good natural math.
Did you ever see, Jurassic Park?
A couple
So you
times,
know
yeah.
how the Velociraptors? It shows the Velociraptors working as a team. That's what these
Mm-hmm.
guys do. And this camera hasn't really picked it up incredibly well, but there's been little gems in here where they do work as a team.
If you do some studying on the Chernobyl area, when everyone had to be evacuated out, they had to leave their dogs and shit. And there is a new breed or type of dog from the Chernobyl area that is instant, more pack. Its mentality went back to a wolf, and it's not one. It's not a new type of dog. It's the dogs that have survived have all coalesced into one Not, what is it? What is it? What is dogs? It's not a pride.
Pack.
Pack. Okay, got into one pack, and even though the breeds are different, the mentality of the dog, all of them, has changed to adapt to that area in like 30 years. And even though they're not fully wild, because if they were wild, the smaller ones would have obviously been eaten, and that's why it's a curiosity to people who study animal behavior about that in particular area of the world, and the dogs in that particular area of the world, and how they're acting differently than other areas of the world where they would act differently than they are in Chernobyl. It's like the what is it? Survival of the strongest doesn't apply.
I'm not sure if there's a new Jurassic Park Mike says there might be a new one in theaters today. Well, I'll tell you, I don't go to movie theaters anymore.
I have not been to a movie theater in about fucking 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
Got too expensive, man. And they won't let you bring your own candy, and they want to charge like $72,000 for some M&Ms. It's like,
Yeah.
really? I already paid $15,000 for the ticket.
There's a whole bunch of
They
reasons
just
I
got
don't like going there anymore. But and I don't even really watch all that many movies. But if I do now, I'll catch it on Netflix or one of the other platforms.
yeah, I got yeah. It's called Jurassic World Rebirth. It's on Action Sci-Fi. It's PG-13. I guess it's I guess it's already out. Yeah, yeah, you can buy it. Yeah, it's already out. It's on Apple TV, Google Play, and
Oh, Nicholas
Amazon
says it's
Prime.
there is. It's called Jur Park. Interesting. What's too loud for you, Nickel? What's too loud? I think my microphone's okay.
I'm hearing you good. That's what I got. Jurassic World Rebirth, PG-13, 2025. Action sci-fi, 2 hours, 13 minutes.
And he follows it up with Wizard of Oz. Yeah, there's just I like my freedoms. I don't like going into large crowded areas anymore. I will if I have to, but
I actually did on my live stream the other day uh, a thing on drive-in movies and reopening one up and the financial advantages of doing so. And there's this couple spent $1 million to buy a drive-in, fixed it up, whatnot, and they're making like $550,000 profit a year off of a
I do like
drive-in
that
theater.
idea. I like the idea of drive-in theater, and especially,
Yeah,
you know what you do? You know how they always have the concession stands where you can buy all the junk food? I think you should actually
yeah,
have it so that it's a professional kitchen and the food is so freaking good that people will actually show up there without even necessarily wanting to go to the movie. They want the food. And you have the food at a good price. Um,
that is a freaking awesome idea.
like right now, if you go to a.
In which case, you'd want the kitchen offset to one side of the property, so that way you could access it from outside the property and inside the property, so both active moviegoers and
There you go. Yeah,
non-moviegoers would
kind
have
of like
access.
as a midway point. Um, but
Yeah, you could actually make that a gathering point in smaller towns and cities, to where you could probably get the backing of your local city council to help open it up if you did a plan, made a plan, and showed it to the city council and said, "Hey, I just need some local support. This is what I want to try and do." They might try, and because doing things like that brings in community together, and that's why they got rid of them in the '70s and '80s, because they were trying to break us apart as a community.
so, what is that sound? What is that sound? You're,
That's me
you're
grinding
grinding. Okay.
cinnamon for my tea. Sorry.
But so yeah, hot dogs. See, hot dogs and popcorn and nachos and cheese and all that sort of thing is the standard stuff. And I'd say you could still have a little bit of that. Hey, Soylent Green. But I would say the idea would actually be to have some really healthy food as well. You have a short menu, maybe 10 items total, but you make sure at least half of it or approximately half of it is really healthy, and then you have some really healthy drinks as well, like uh, energy boost, like juiced, fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, rather than all of this garbage, concentrated soda.
How about
You could
sardine
still have
fries?
a little bit of the junk food stuff, but I think that would give you a tremendous strategic advantage. Good to see Soylent Green in here. Welcome in, Soylent Green. And for anyone that doesn't isn't familiar with my channel, we do words games every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's similar to Scrabble, and sure enough, a lot of the people in here at this very moment helped us break through, and we got a new record this past Monday. So now,
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember that. I won that
Neil
one.
usually wins. Well, you know what?
Yeah, you got 32,
I
wasn't
think
it?
so. And previously, I think it was 27.
Yeah,
So we
it
did
was.
really well. And we've got a great group of people that come in regularly, including Soylent Green, Nickel, 79, Mike, Neil, Snooks, a lot of the people in here. But for anyone,
I thought
yeah,
you said a lot of
you
good
guys
people
are
came
good
in.
people. I was going to say, don't undersell
I'm playing.
yourself, Neil.
I'm just feeling the
All
vibe of the
right.
crowd, bro.
Oreo, you are one persistent dog. He keeps coming back with that ball. But he's trying to psych me out.
He
Hey?
wants to lose weight.
Mm.
He's trying to lose weight. Those are half marathons he's running right now.
He
He's
wants to be
warming up
my
for the
drill
full
sergeant.
thing.
He wants to see me jogging 5 or 10 miles a day rather than walking that. Thanks, Nickel. Appreciate you always. Actually, I'll drop that link one more time, see if Nickel wants to come up and say hi, or if anyone else does.
Yeah, it seems like too many people are scared. Don't want to get up here and talk. It's not like we're showing our faces or anything.
Some people just never will. Some people will if you're not actually live. You know what I mean? Like they'll join the panel back backstage.
Vanity.
But
I don't want to
But that's
sound
fine. You got to
stupid.
remember with YouTube, everything on YouTube is permanently public. Even if you switch it later on to
Yep.
private or whatever, it's still there.
Yep.
New people may not be able to watch it publicly, but it's still backed up on the cloud. And so, fair enough. And YouTube, right in all of their fine print, does say, you should protect your privacy. Be careful online, because as 79 once told me, there's a lot of freaks out there.
She told me the same thing, and then she invited me to join this freak panel. I was like, "Whoa, dude, are
Yeah,
you one of
Soylent Green
those?"
comes out. I've spoken with Soylent Green a couple times, but not while the stream is live. It's after it's shut down. And
Hasn't he been on? He's been on
is he?
Indy's panel. Yeah, a couple times. I'm sure of it. Haven't
He's a
you?
good guy. He's a smart guy.
I'm. I'm pretty
All the
sure
way
he's
from
been on
Belgium.
Indy's panel. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he's been on Indy's panel before. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm pretty sure I've seen you on video.
Independent Men United is a really good one for making
Name's
people
Mary.
comfortable and sort of breaking the ice. And a lot of people, the first time that they go on panel anywhere, is actually at Indies. Okay, so you were right, Neil. Yeah, Swan says he has. I don't remember Soylent Green being on Indies. I might not have been there.
Hold on a second, JM. First off, nothing to do with any of that. Why are you surprised that I was right?
Because just when you said it, I was trying to recall and I couldn't remember it.
But still, I said it. Why were you surprised
Well,
that I
and
was
you
right? You
second
know I
guessed
know by now.
yourself too. You said, I think he was. I think he was.
I do a lot actually, because everything is recorded. If you don't second guess yourself and think yourself,
Okay, so
then
and now
you
Soylent
are a
Green's
fool.
saying that it wasn't on Indy's channel; it was at Gigi's.
Okay, I knew I'd seen you on a panel. I just got the wrong show. Yeah, you had flaming red hair, looked like a Viking. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we all end up being proven right eventually. Eventually, but I know Nickel's been
All
really
depends on
good
your
at
point of.
predicting things that I don't even follow, like sports, for sure. If if someone said, "Hey JM, let's do some sports gambling," and I was looking for what do you call it, like a tip, I would definitely take some suggestions from Nickel on sports that he follows because he follows it like a fanatic, right? So okay,
I'd ask the rookie and do the
yeah.
opposite.
Okay, guys, I think I'm going to shut this down. But is was there anything else you wanted to talk about or ask me before I shut this down, Neil?
Uh, why is the sky blue?
It's an optical
You know that
illusion.
answer? Nah, you could say that, but I believe a more realistic way to look at it is our perception of vision sees the color blue as it goes through the magnetosphere, and the lights blue light spectrum is more picked up by our ocular perception. Because if you look at the planet downward, it does look blue, but it also looks brown and green because of the Earth
See,
and
but like right now, if you look in the
the
camera
sea.
here, the sky looks white, and on a clear sky at night, it looks black. So, and if you look at the sunset, it
Yep.
can look red, pink, blue, all sorts of different colors.
And that's because of pollution. The further the sun sets, it gets to the horizon, it shines the light more parallel with the horizon, and any air pollution in there makes the color of the light
Yeah,
spectrum change.
fractation,
And that's where
of light.
that's yeah, that's where you get different colors the closer the sun gets to the horizon. And if you get a lot of colors, that means there's a lot of pollution in the area that the sun is setting between it and you.
Yeah.
And that's not a good thing, but it's air pollution that makes those colors. I just wanted to brighten everyone's day before we let
Okay,
you
I
go.
appreciate you coming up, Neil. I always enjoy. Uh,
Not a problem. I appreciate you having me up and not fucking booting me or muting
yeah,
me.
no worries. Yeah, no,
No boot, no boot, no
I
mute.
enjoy chatting with you. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Oh, I wanted to check to see if 79 is still here. Is 79 still in the house?
I think she got disgusted by my
Yeah.
voice.
I don't know.
But I did clean my prototype as I was
Nice.
talking to you. Yeah, now I got a clean hit. Now we can end the stream and I'll go pack a bowl and sit in between my fucking huge marijuana plants and dream, dream. No, I'm kidding.
Uh, hey, you're welcome, Cheryl. I'm just gonna. She
79's
is.
here, by
Oh,
the way.
I was gonna sing.
Yeah. Oh, God, 79.
I
I'm
was gonna
sorry. I
do
didn't
some
mean to bring you back to
karaoke for
that.
79, but
Hold on. I got to go.
right
See you later. Bye.
on.
No, I know what the
A
mute
lot of you
button is.
guys
Don't worry
missed
about it.
this, so I just wanted to like for anyone that doesn't know, I'm a huge Katy Perry fan, and I know we
Woo,
were
woo,
talking
woo.
about space travel and all that sort of thing, and I really do strongly believe that Katy Perry is an astronaut. And so with that, what I'm going to do is just switch my audio settings and hit this. And if you guys listen to this, I think you'll enjoy it. But you'll see just how much I love Katy Perry and that I truly believe that she is an astronaut. So you're welcome to stick around to the end, but this is going to be my outro video. So I just want to say to everybody, hope you have a good evening. I will be over at Peanuts, the Nut House, later on tonight, and I look forward to seeing you there. Take care, everyone.
Flight attendant hands me juice. I think I need to drop a deuce. Looking through the cabin window helps my delusion that I'm a superhero. People shrinking down below me while I try to hold my pee. Look, Mom, I'm an astronaut, high above the rest of the lot. I paid my dues, I'm special now, soaring through the puffy clouds. Look, everyone, I'm an astronaut now. Seatbelt lights, my launch sequence. Straight table locked, it's getting tense. Other passengers don't know yet. We're in a spacecraft, not just a jet. We're all astronauts in a movie set. Look, Mom, I'm an astronaut, high above the rest of the lot. I've paid my dues, I'm special now, soaring through the poppy clouds. Look, everyone, I'm an astronaut now. Houston, can you hear me? Can you read my signal? The earth looks so beautiful, so incredibly blue. Wait, is that a snack cart? Yes, essential supplies for a brave crew in space. Oxygen mask deployment drill, my fake life support system still. Cloud cover breaks beneath us, revealing continents and seas. Mission control says 5 minutes to landing, but I know we're headed for the stars. Look, Mom, I'm an astronaut, high above the rest of the lot. I paid my dues, I'm special now, soaring through the puffy clouds. Look, everyone, I'm an astronaut now. I'm an astronaut now. I pay my dues. Contradicts me despite all the clues.
Flight attendant hands me juice. I think I need to drop a deuce. Looking through the cabin window helps my delusion that I'm a superhero. People shrinking down below me while I try to hold my pee. Look, I'm an astronaut, high above the rest of the lot. I paid my dues, I'm special now, soaring through the puffy clouds. Look, everyone, I'm an astronaut now. Seatbelt lights, my launch sequence. Tray table locked, it's getting tense. Other passengers don't know yet. We're in a spacecraft, not just a jet. We're all astronauts in a movie's now. An astronaut, high above the rest of the lot. I paid my dues, I'm special now, soaring through the puffy clouds. Look, everyone, I'm an astronaut now. system. Can you hear me? Can you read my signal? The earth looks so beautiful, so incredibly blue. Wait, is that a snack card? Yes, essential supplies for our brave crew in space. Oxygen mask deployment drill. My fake life support system still. Cloud cover breaks beneath us, revealing continents and seas. Mission control says 5 minutes to landing, but I know we're headed for the stars. Look, Mom, I'm an astronaut, high above the rest of the lot. I've paid my dues, I'm special now, soaring through the puffy clouds. Look, everyone, I'm an astronaut now. I'm an astronaut now. I paid my dues. Don't contradict me, despite all the clues.
Flight attendant hands me juice. I think I need to drop a deuce. Looking through the cabin window helps my delusion that I'm a superhero. People shrinking down below me while I try to hold my pee. Look, Mom, I'm an astronaut, high above the rest of the lot. I paid my dues, I'm special now, soaring through the puffy clouds. Look, everyone, I'm an astronaut now. Seatbelt lights my launch sequence. Tray table locked, it's getting tense. Other passengers don't know yet. We're in a spacecraft, not just a jet. We're all astronauts in a movie set. Look, Mom, I'm above the rest of the lot. I paid my dues, I'm special now, soaring through the puffy clouds. Look, everyone, I'm an astronaut now. Houston, can you hear me? Can you read my signal? The earth looks so beautiful, so incredibly blue. Wait, is that a snack cart? Yes, essential supplies for our brave crew in space. Oxygen mask deployment drill. My fake life support system still. Cloud cover breaks beneath us, revealing continents and seas. Mission control says 5 minutes to landing, but I know we're headed for the stars. Look, Mom, I'm an astronaut, high above the rest of the lot. I paid my dues, I'm special now, soaring through the puffy clouds. Look, everyone, I'm an astronaut now. I'm an astronaut now. I paid my dues. Don't contradict me, despite all the clues.
Okay, guys, so I've just paused that. You can see this music video is not even halfway through. And I muted Neil and Gigi. So I'm just going to unmute them now. So I'm unmuting you guys. Oops. And then I'm just going to shut this down. I'll drop the I'm going to drop the link to this video for anyone that wants to hear the rest of it, because I did, what was it? 8 different versions of it. So we listened to 3 of them. I don't want to keep people up here on panel with that going that long. So let me just make sure I dropped it in the chat, and then we'll shut her down. Okay. There's the Restream audio link. Soylent Green, if you want to come up. And I'm going to drop the link for that video right after it. And then I'm going to shut this off. But I appreciate everybody that came in here. Yeah, it was a long video. So there we go. I'll stop sharing that. We've got Gigi's Unhinged up here. Anyone else that wants to join the panel, you're more than welcome. And hope to see you guys all soon. I'm just going to end this screen, and then we'll be backstage.